Well, Derek Strothman, man, I just think your bicycle light is one of the coolest things. It's called a magnet light, and it really runs with magnets, and it doesn't need a battery. It goes forever. It's the brightest light in the world. I'm going to get them for my sons because I worry about them riding the bicycles downtown in their streets. But more importantly, I don't realize how the heck did you come up with this idea? I mean, it's just the coolest thing for cyclists, I think that's ever been invented. And you're not even an inventor. You're just, you're just a geek computer guy.
Yes, it was a nice story. My brother was cycling and to slow down his bike when he was cycling with his girlfriend, who was not so fast. And then he experimented with magnet brakes. And then I had the idea, we don't want to waste energy. We can make electrical energy out of this mechanism. And we started with some toy magnets from our daughters, made a prototype, and it worked perfectly.
Wow!
So
life is that easy, huh? You just have an idea and perfectly. But you have quite a career in cycling. I mean, you're a champion cyclist and runner in duathons, right? That's the two cycling and running events, right?
Yes, I like running and cycling, and I do this sport, and I did some years semi-professional. I was German champion and among the top athletes in the world, but now I do less than this year.
Well, now you're helping all the cyclists all over the world, right? And your Kickstarter campaign is crowdfunding, and actually you are after $40,000, and you're over $90,000 already, and you're not even finished. When did the campaign start?
We started 10 days ago on Friday 9th, and it was a cool start. We made a cool start because I promised first 6 get one of our sets for just $1. In 2 seconds they were gone.
So you got almost $90,000 in 10 days?
Yes, exactly. But we need it because
it'd be nice to do that every 10 days. But what's interesting, reading your story, how there were investors that were also interested in giving you money, and you turned them down. Why is that? I mean, you're not like a money kind of guy. I mean, I would think because you're a computer guy and a cyclist and an athlete, and so starting a business is complicated, and someone was going to give you like $1 million to be a partner, and you turned them down? Why'd you do that?
Yes, we had investors who were really interested, and yes, there were some things that were different for us. We wanted a lot of control, and it would have meant they would have sold the company in 2 or 3 years if we had not earned enough money. And so we said we don't want this. We tried with the Kickstarter people, and so now we depend on Kickstarter, and it looks good.
Well, I would think so. $90,000. And then you were saying that earlier that you were trying to make the parts in in Europe there, but you found wonderful people in Japan, I mean in China, to do it at like 1/3 of the price.
Yes, in Germany it's really expensive, and first we wanted to make a lot of things on our own by hand, but then we saw so much things. We need tools, and we need a company to help us. And by Skype I found some really good friends in China who helped us, and they did so much for us. I would never have got this here.
Wow.
And they have a lot of experience. And
yeah. So they had experience in this. You found them on Skype, and they became very friendly and helped you with a lot of problems that you couldn't solve. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Huh. Well, it must be nice to have friends all over the world now just because you have this product idea.
Yes, friends is difficult to express, and if there are thousand people, you can't say it's all a good friend. You can't know them, or better to have a handful of friends.
Well, in this crowdfunding campaign, you have 600 new friends already too that that want to help you with real money giving you. That's a remarkable success story. Now, and also you said that in making the prototypes, you used a service where I guess it was 3D printing service that was very reasonable to help you make these products.
When we started, we used Shapeways. It's internet service, and I made all the models on my own at first, and so you can get them for a little bit money in a week. So I made them on the computer, and then we could a lot of tests.
Wow!
Then our people in China made the optimization.
So they are now going to do the production, right?
Yes, but for the first version, there was a lot of manual work for me. I tried to do that because it's better for me and for the product.
Right. So instead of taking the $1 million from these investors or partners that wanted to be, and they would have taken all these problems, you got rid of the $1 million and having more fun, it sounds like, investigating the problems yourself and developing these personal relationships and things like that. Is that the way you see it now in retrospect?
Yes, but if you have an investor with $1 million and you make some mistakes, the $1 million are gone very fast. and if this happens, the investors are not so nice.
Yes. No, I'm with you. I'd rather have control and live. You want to be an entrepreneur because you don't like working for somebody. An investor is like getting married again. You have to please this other person all the time. It's sometimes worse than having a job.
Yes, exactly.
So then why taking $1 million from a partner when you could go in crowdfunding and get all the money you need to do what you have to do, and nobody tells you what to do?
Yes, for crowdfunding, I think it's a real good business because you have to convince people, and you see if they really like your product.
Yes.
And then you know if you're doing right, and you see. If you present a product on Kickstarter that doesn't work there, then you should think twice.
Right. Right. So now you know you have a market, and like if you took the money from the investor, you wouldn't know if you had a market yet, right? You'd have to go out and prove you had a market using their money. This way you use no money and you prove you have a market. Yeah. So Derek, I mean, you're on Kickstarter, but that's not forever. So is it good to find you at magnetlight.com? That's MAGNICLIGHT.com. You will always be there because this video will always be somewhere. So people can always be there.
magnetlight.com, and there the products will be available later. But actually, we're doing the Kickstarter campaign, and that's our focus now.
Right.
And then there'll be a web shop later. And because of our Kickstarter campaign, the last week we had a lot of requests from large distributors, even in the United States. So you can be sure you can buy Magnet Light in the US shops.
Great. Now, how about, can we find the Kickstarter from magnetlight.com? Can we go to Kickstarter from there?
Yes, you can go this way too. Okay,
great. Well, this is a wonderful product you have, and it's a wonderful success story. You have, Derek, and I so appreciate meeting you and your feeling your sincerity about what you're doing in life, and that you You said no to $1 million so you could have the life the way you want to have it. And that's a wonderful decision to make. And I'm very proud of you for doing that there's more people in the world that make those kind of decisions. And if people want to decide to get Magnet Light now through the Kickstarter campaign, you get like a 30% discount, right? So don't wait. It's better to get it now on the Kickstarter campaign, right?
40%. It's really
40%. Well, yeah, I'm not a math wizard. So now's the time, and it's really the light. Pardon me?
We can ship directly, so this is the reason why.
Ship directly, right? Wonderful. So magnetlight.com that could get you to Kickstarter, and buy now, buy off with your friends. If you're a cyclist or know somebody is, man, this is wonderful. It's a light forever, no batteries. It doesn't drag on your cycling experience or anything. It's the brightest light I've ever seen on a bicycle too, and you did it all in this small little package. It's wonderful. Well, Derek, good luck to you. I'll see you in the next championship race, okay?